Yo, what is up, everybody? This is K-Rail. This is Facebook Live. This is my living room in Park City, Utah, which I haven't been here in a while because I've been traveling a lot. And the last couple Facebook Lives I've done, I've been outside in the beautiful sunlight. But today, it is dark, it is cloudy, it is partially raining out there. And I feel like when it's cloudy out and it's not raining, it's a waste of good weather. And if it is going to be cloudy, that's fine, as long as there's torrential rain coming down. We do not have torrential rain. And I normally don't do Facebook Lives on Saturday morning, but this morning I feel compelled to do so because I have some things on my mind that I would like to talk about. But before I do, let's do a little movement break. It's never too early to get some movement in. So I'm going to jump back there, and together we're going to do a fun little yoga pose. In fact, this I would say is one of my top 5 favorite yoga poses in the whole wide world. So let's all do it together. Let me get my chair out of the way. This is called Humble Warrior. So, you may not be able to see my entire body, but you get the idea. So we're going to take our left foot and we're going to turn it out about 90 degrees like this. We're going to clasp our hands behind our back like this, like we're about to be incarcerated. Turn your other foot in about 45 degrees. Now, pull your shoulder blades back like this, and you're going to bend this leg. Pull your shoulders back, arms up, and then you're going to bend forward like this as far as you can. Push your head down toward the ground, and just keep pushing your arms forward. Hopefully you can see me. And we're going to hold for about 30 seconds. Then we're going to come up, and then we're going to turn our feet the complete opposite direction. Your right foot goes up 90 degrees, left foot comes in slightly. Bend to this knee like you're doing a lunge. Pull your shoulder blades back. Bend forward. Pull your arms forward too. Put your head down toward the ground. Go as far as you can. Hold again for 30 seconds. Bang. There you go. Beautiful. Humble Warrior. Throw that into your mix during the day if you need a little movement break or a little stretch on your back and your legs and the whole 9 yards. And if you need a little brain reset as well. Okay, let's talk about some fun stuff. I worked out this morning. I did a mile run on the Curve treadmill, which is manually operated because I like to preserve the environment every chance I get. Then I did 10 minutes on the rowing machine, which I haven't touched in about 5 or 6 years. And then I did 10 minutes on the stair climber, which is a really brutal apparatus, which is one of my favorite cardio machines in the whole entire gym, next to the Curve. Then I went down on the floor of the gym and I started doing kettlebell snatches, 24 kilo. So my pattern looks like this. I do 10 sets of 10 snatches per arm. So I'll do 10 on the right, 10 on the left, park the kettlebell, 200 jump ropes with my 2-pound jump rope, few quick breaths, and then right back at it I go, and then I do that 10 times in a row. So it ends up being 200 snatches, 2,000 jumps, and then I do some supplementary stretching stuff at the end. Well, set number 7 comes, and rep number 3 goes up in the air, and I come down with the kettlebell, and it felt like a snot had done a projectile out of my nose, and it landed in between my hand and the handle of the kettlebell. Something didn't feel right. It was kind of slippery and gooey, and I don't mean to be disgusting first thing in the morning on a Saturday. Well, it's actually not first thing in the morning anymore. It's about 9 o'clock here. But anyway, something just didn't feel right on my right hand. And I was like, whoa, what's up with that? So I parked the kettlebell on the ground, and I turned my hand around, and it was just solid blood. Look at someone shot me right here. So what ended up happening is I developed a blister, and it exploded all in the same workout because there was no blister there when I started. So, because I need to finish my workout, and I had 3 rounds to go, I ran out to my backpack, and I got these kettlebell handguards that my good friend Christina got me a few years ago as a gift. And I slapped those things on, and I finished my workout. That's called dropping the ego. Now, if I didn't get the handguards, I still probably would have pushed, and I would have found a way to get through those last 3 sets. But in life, and when we come across situations like this, when you start hurting yourself when you're exercising, you need to drop the ego. Don't try to push past pain. Don't put yourself past threat that's going to cause any kind of further problems or implications that you don't want to deal with. If I kept going with that gash on my hand, right now, I would probably put myself back 5 or 6 or maybe even 7 days of training, at least quality training, because I didn't drop the ego. But I did drop the ego, and I went and got the hand guards, and I used them, and they worked out magically. So, when you're doing workouts, and you feel any kind of threat or any kind of pain, don't always push through it. Go to your limitations, stop, reassess the situation, and don't put yourself behind the 8 ball any more than you need to. That's called dropping ego, my friends. We should not live with ego, ever. Just know that. Anyway, that workout I'm doing, if you want to adopt it, send me a PM and I'll give you a little more instructions on how to do it. It's a brutal one, it's a killer, and it will get you ripped in a hurry. I promise you that, especially in the summertime when you're out there strutting your stuff when your bathing suits on, out at parks and, I don't know, beaches and pool parties, etc., and the list goes on and on. Anyway, I need to talk about this, vegan pizza. So I never buy frozen pizza ever. I hardly even eat pizza, period. But because I do vegan 5 days a week, that even lowers the incidence of me eating pizza. However, I happened to come across this in the freezer yesterday over at Smith's. Daiya, it's called. Now, I like their cheese and I like some of their products. And this is, well, it's a meatless Italian sausage style pizza with crumbles and vegetables. Okay, great. Now, this is not a huge amount of food right here. And if you take the box away, let me try to put my hand. The pizza's probably about yay big, like that. So it stands to reason that a guy like me, or someone like you, can probably polish off this whole entire box if we were to go and put it in the oven. Now here's the thing I want to tell you about. Be cautious about situations like this, because it can be a trap. If you get anything that's like boxed or bagged, you know, they always say stay out of the middle of the aisles of the grocery stores and stuff. And I think, yeah, that's kind of sketchy. I wouldn't say stay out of the middle aisles. Just know what you're buying and know what you're getting. And if you're looking to use the medium of time-restricted eating and fasting to lose weight specifically, you still should honor your calories. It's not like a free-for-all. If you eat 3,000 calories worth of food in one sitting, even if you finish at 6 o'clock at night, yeah, you might get the benefits because you're only eating in a 6 or 8 hour window. But the big picture is you're still going to get a massive amount of calories, and you have to understand that it still kind of comes down to a little bit of a slippery slope between calories in versus calories out. And I know that's kind of cliche, but I just want you to be aware of something. If you eat a whole box of pizza like this, you may not even get full, and you may eat other things. So before you know it, there's 340 calories per serving times 4. That equals 1,360 calories. That's a lot of calories for one little portion of food about this big around. So you may polish off a whole box of pizza and then eat an avocado and a salad and a couple other things and some I don't know, fruit or dried fruit or something like that for dessert. And before you know it, you're 2,500 calories behind the 8 ball. So the bottom line is this. Just know that something like that can derail you. No pun intended. So be careful about your caloric intake even when you are doing time-restricted eating and fasting, because it still should be honored to a pretty high degree. Now, I have never had that pizza, and I still haven't had it, and I don't know when I'm going to eat it. It's in my freezer right now. I just pulled it out to do this video. So as far as boxed pizza is concerned, vegan boxed pizza, I'll let you know how it is. But if I am to go out to have pizza somewhere, which is a very rare occasion, I really don't go very much because I can't find anywhere that has vegan pizza. They don't have vegan cheese. That's a big thing. If you guys know of any places out in Park City, please do let me know, because I would love to find out. Now, got one more thing to talk about, and then I'm going to wrap this thing up, and then I have an article to write on the benefits that you don't know about bike riding. But before I get to that, Wheel of Fortune. There was a marathon on the other day. I started watching it, and I don't understand Wheel of Fortune. Why would you want to buy a vowel? You're taking $250 out of your account every single time. If you know what the vowels are, don't buy the vowels. Just sit there and stay silent, and just buy consonants, and then just stockpile them up. People are like, I'd like to buy, they have like $10,000. I'd like to buy a vowel, and like the whole puzzle is solved, and there's like 5 E's and like 6 A's. And they know it, and you can tell by the smirk on their face that they know the answer. I'd like to buy a vowel, Pat. I'd like to buy an E. Well, there are 3 E's. I'd like to buy an A. There are 4 A's. I'd like to buy a U. There are 3 U's. And before you know it, they just chinched themselves out of $750. Why do people buy vowels? I don't understand it. And secondly, why are people so angry on that show? So they're like, brrr, they spin the thing, $5,000. And they're like, can I have an M, please, Pat? And they start yelling at Pat Sajak. Why do they get so animated about it? I get animated because I'm excited and I'm a high energy person. But I'm not on Wheel of Fortune right now. So why do they buy vowels and why do they get so animated like that? I'm sure the people behind the scenes aren't saying, oh yeah, go out there and start yelling at Pat Sajak. Anyway, Pat Sajak's been doing that show since 1975 with my dad. Pretty impressive. Anyway, that's all I got for now. This is K-Rail reporting live. Make sure to watch out for Pro Ambition. Our kombucha company is about to launch over the next few months. Also, go to my YouTube page, my 6-pack challenge. Check out some of my videos, do some comments, make sure to subscribe to it as well, and also check out Pine Palm Superfoods when you are bored and when you're looking for something to do. And make sure to take my exercise tips, which I just gave you one before, and put them into practice every single day, every single minute of every hour. And also, pick up at least one piece of trash a day. I'm giving you a lot of instructions, aren't I? Sorry about this. Do at least one thing beyond your comfort zone, do at least one good deed, and always live in the present moment, just like I did now with this Facebook Live. Great. All right, go out and get some hugs today, and go out and hug the earth, and have a great, wonderful day, and don't get too stressed about anything. Drop the ego, get some good vegan pizza, and, well, you don't have to watch Wheel of Fortune if you don't want to. But if you happen to come across it, watch what I just said, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. Until next time, this is K-Rail reporting live from my living room in Park City, Utah.